ready? Hi, my name is Janice. I am coming to you as a farmer and as an economist. I have a degree in economics and I'm a certified public accountant. And I am speaking to you because this is the only industry that the United States expects to run at a loss. All farmers are expected to run at a loss. That's why we apply for subsidies. That's why we have to have food stamps and we have to be on state health care. And it was a rude awakening and shock to me, who was trained in classical economics and accounting, that I was not raised around farm culture or farm. I did not go to a farm ag school or go through ag economics. So this was quite a shock to me to find out about the atrocities that happen in our food system, because farmers are left as designed in the get bigger at all cost process to operate at losses. And now the losses are cutting so deep that the loans that are put out by the USDA in order to continue to pay them back with bigger loans are getting so large, because the losses are so great that people are now losing those farms and not able to move on. And this is a system-wide problem in the agricultural section of our economy that needs to be changed. People are willing to pay more for their food. We do not have to buy food at 8 to 10% of our income. We are the lowest ones in the world that do that. If the standard is 25%, and we are moving from when in the 1900s, in the early 1900s, we paid over 50%. And so, while you may think that this is a benefit, that this is a positive thing, that we've moved our food costs from 50% to 25 to 8%, it is not a positive thing. All that meant was that the farmers lose money, and the treatment of our animals, the treatment of our lands, that what goes into the food that we eat becomes cheaper and cheaper in order to meet that goal of having the lowest price of food in the world per capita income. And this needs to be changed. We need to pay the correct cost. Like any other industry, if you don't make a profit, you get out of the industry. Only in this industry does the government subsidize it to the extent that we continue this until we run down our land, our food system, what are the nutrients that are in our food. Consequently, people will pay higher, since we're specifically talking about milk here today. People pay $5 to $10 a gallon for raw milk. I'm not going to get into the qualities of raw milk. That's not my purpose here today. I want to talk about the economics of it, because that is when somebody walks up, says, wow, I like what you're doing. You are creating a healthy milk product for me, and I'm willing to pay for that. And the USDA and the FDA and the state ag departments are trying to shut that down. And it's very interesting that this is coinciding. We have a new push to shut down all raw milk producers in all the states across the United States, right when prices are at the lowest. So right when many milk producers could stay in business by selling raw milk to their neighbors, direct sales to people who can know exactly where their milk came out. If there's any problem, they go right to the source and know what that is. They are educated, they understand what they're getting, and right at that moment, when they are at the risk of losing everything, we have this push from the USDA and the FDA to keep that market shut, to shut it down, so that their only option is to sell at a pence, at an extremely below the cost of production price, $9.78 per hundredweight. Ridiculous that we're getting anywhere from around 81 cents a gallon when it's being sold in stores for $3 a gallon, when we could get $5 a gallon. That's 5 times the amount. How many people can stay in business with that? How many people can survive and have the money to put the inputs into their farm, the quality inputs, whether it be organic feed, whether it be less antibiotics, to keep their cows healthy, instead of just getting the lowest quality food we can. And that's being shut down. And it's for economic reasons, because the dairy industry and the food producing industries do not want people to buy directly from the farmer and cut those middlemen out. And that's where the push from the USDA is coming from, to cut all on-farm sales. And it's not just happening to raw milk, it's to almost all raw on-farm sales or direct-to-consumer sales. We have the new food safety bill that will completely shut down farmers, even selling in farmers markets and other avenues such as that. And so this needs to be looked at from the economics. We are not here to simply to sacrifice the health and the well-being of the farmers and their families just so that producers and large corporations like ConAg and other areas can make large amounts of money selling cheap products to the American public. And we need to change. This has to change. We have to allow on-farm sales of our products that we raise. And thank you.